Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael.
My name is Cleve.
And welcome to a jolly episode of Friendship.
Supreme.
What are the podcasts that there's to ask? When did Lindsay Lohan come back in? And honestly, I'm okay with it.
I think it's just now.
I'm happy for her. Like, she seems to be looking healthy.
She doesn't look healthy. She doesn't look
emaciated or drugged.
Yeah.
I mean, she was going through a lot.
She looks like someone who came out of rehab really well.
Yeah.
Like,
She's rehabilitating well, and good for her on that. Guys, if you didn't know already, we're talking about Christmas movies this month. What Christmas movie did you suggest, Lee?
I picked... Not like I picked it because I was excited.
He was
I picked
so
it.
pumped, guys. I'm like,
Falling for Christmas, the new movie on Netflix. And boy, howdy. It's a Netflix movie.
Can I just tell you that 10 minutes after she fell off of the mountain, I looked at Katie and I said, Katie, pause it now. And she paused it. I said, she fell off the mountain. And Katie goes, what is, yeah. No. She fell. And I just kept yelling, she fell.
She fell onto snow.
And then like
That's
10
off.
minutes later, I was like, falling for Christmas. She literally fell. Like
She's falling before Christmas. Still be the name of it.
fair. She's falling for Christmas. So like, she fell.
She's falling so that this man
Into the
and
Christmas.
his Airbnb stays afloat. Falling for financial stability for my new love.
Falling
and their child.
for a stimulus package.
Yo, this movie. Okay, look. So yeah, you're right. If this is like her first step into getting back out there and doing something, like, good for her. But boy, this was the hallmark of movies. And I think that's my problem with the movie is Netflix has set a bar for itself. It's getting nominated for fucking awards now.
Fair.
But then we're putting out Hubie Halloween.
They know what the people want, though.
Falling for Christmas, and
That's what the people want for Christmas movies, my friend.
it is. And oh my god, it was. You know what? This might be the Christmas movie that we watch. It had it all.
What's funny is, so like, Cleve doesn't watch a lot of Hallmark movies. Every year, my wife's pumped. We got fucking
Enjoy this one?
lineups of Christmas movies. I would tell you right now, this is one of the best Hallmark-style Christmas movies I've ever seen. It was really well done. Like, I walked away and said, you know what? That was a cute movie. I was like, it wasn't bad.
You know what? It might not help either that before I watched this movie, I rewatched 42 with Chadwick Boseman, and then we watched this movie. So, if anything just sets the tone for how good a movie can be, followed by how bad a movie can be, this was it.
Not to mention they're really rich, white, spoiled people, and that kind of
Oh my god.
adds
It's
to
like
it a little bit. It's the opposite of 42.
3 black people, and we had to bring one guy back twice. Anyway, in this movie, she's Paris Hilton, basically. No need to super explain her. She's got a social media boyfriend, and they go to the top of the mountain so he can propose to her, and then she falls off of it and gets amnesia. On the other side, we have a man who runs a small, like, ski resort versus Paris Hilton's character is large.
Relative word, by the way, because that was a beautiful fucking.
Well, I mean, the other resort had
like
a
Maseratis
jacuzzi
pulling in and...
with like a glass that viewed out to the mountain. So I guess in comparison,
one of them was a rich person's paradise. One was like what every other average person would imagine staying in.
Yeah, a normal person. Yeah. And so he's financially struggling, and he's got a daughter, and he asked his dad for Sierra.
Sierra was her
But it
actual
doesn't
name.
matter.
Sarah was her amnesia name.
Lindsay Lohan's her actual name. Anyway, so he asks her dad for a loan because he's like business, and the guy's like, "No, I'm good." And then so he finds Sierra passed out in the snow. I like the couple that he stumbles upon her with because they're like, "Hey, is she dead?" Because I don't like that. If she's dead,
So,
can we go, please?
yeah, I'm gonna let you keep talking about this story because I have
Anyway,
problems with
yeah.
all of the things that have happened so far.
Okay. Boy. And so he is like, she can stay at my cottage, and she hangs out and meets his daughter and his mother-in-law until she remembers who she is. But by that time, she's learned to make beds and cook a pancake, and she's fallen in love.
Really thick pancakes. Can we talk about that? Like the
Wait, let
thickest
me get to
fucking
the end. I'm
pancake.
almost so close.
Okay, sorry.
And then she breaks up with her fiance, who she's like, "Hey,
This is the big moment.
maybe you're not as great as I thought you were." And then they get together, and somehow her dad ends up with his daughter, like not together, but like they're escorting each other, and they all hug, and then they all have Christmas. Except I don't think Grandma was there at that last scene.
Alejandra? No, I don't think she was.
Kind of shitty she got cut out of that, but sure.
I think it's because he went to her to tell her that she loved him, and then like they all kind of
Let's talk about pancakes.
they were thick, bro. Look, I like my pancakes unlike how I like my women.
Mm.
Thin and crispy. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I don't understand. Like, it was a weird. Watching them cook was an odd thing, and it was just
The whole thing was not.
so out the gate. She falls off that mountain. She's dead. They're all dead. There was no.
Yeah.
The mountain that they climbed to the top of was a very steep, very angry looking hill. And when you looked down, it was definitely like rocky the whole way down, not just fresh powdered snow. She should be dead.
Maybe her
Cat should
hat
be
slowed her
dead.
down.
Then she slammed into the fucking tree, which they had to slow
Just
down
under the
for.
tree.
They had to slow down for the movie because had they showed her at full velocity slamming into the tree, she would ragdoll. But she just. She should be dead. Movie over.
At 2 minutes into this, I was like, I'm miserable. And I looked at Jennifer and said, I will let you know when I find a character that I don't hate. And we watched the whole movie.
I thought, I thought the guy was not bad. I didn't. It was very hokey, but he wasn't like. How do I say it?
He's as cookie cutter of a charter as you could probably get.
Man, I'm telling you, there are some doozies
God,
out
that
there.
little
I
girl
think
was
that's what
cute.
it is. Maybe
You're
I need to force
desensitized.
you to
That's what
watch
it
some of
is.
these other ones so that you understand that you've gotten some gold out of that. Because I'm telling you, there's some that I've watched before. There's one about like Christmas and stuff. Ignore the food that's flying into my hands right now. There's one about. It's supposed to have like seasoning and cheese. It's supposed to have like seasoning and ranch and everything.
They have seasoning on them. They're good.
They just look like regular fries.
A little more professional than this. This is
That's
where we're
just-
at now.
That's just salt on the fry.
We found a nice little cushion, and we're just riding that line. Huh?
She's like, "Do you want me to bring them in?" I was like, "Yeah, it'll get cold if you don't." So, yeah, I need to show you some of these other ones because there's a Christmas one where like he's a country music star, and it's just,
Oh,
I mean, it's
boy.
it's
No thanks.
it's phoned in. All of these are usually phoned in, but I felt like both these
Did this-
actors tried. He's the kid from Glee. That's the only thing I've ever seen him in. I don't know if you ever saw Glee.
No idea.
Yeah, he's
No.
one of the main-ish kids from Glee. And she's Lindsay Lohan. And here's so one of the most redeemable factors in this movie. Like the most redeemable factor, like 2022. Oh my God, we finally figured it out. He has a mistletoe over them, and they look at each other, and she's like, "Oh, like we should kiss." And they start leaning in, and like, and he's like, "You know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this. You have amnesia. Maybe you actually have a partner or somebody out there that exists." And she's like, "Yeah, I guess that's true." And then they just walk away from each other. What a forward-thinking, like, considerate individual. I'm telling you right now, any of these other movies, they would have been fucking by now.
But
In the
also
most
hear me
Hallmark way
out.
possible.
Then he was like, "Oh, you have a fiance?" I'm like, "You said yourself." Like
He was hoping.
she
He
probably
had
got
some
somebody.
hope, dog. He had some hope in him that it was going to go well. You know, how'd you feel about the ambiguous Santa Claus? I really liked him.
Do you mean the attempted murderer?
Wait, what? Why was he the
He
attempted
made all this
murder?
happen.
He didn't.
Because the little girl made a wish. No,
He didn't know
the
that
little girl made a
Tad
wish.
was going to take him on top of a mountain that
he-
shouldn't have been on.
He twinkled his nose and wiggled his fingers, and all of a sudden, the wind started blowing. That's what caused her to fall. He did that.
If it's a whole new
He
spin on
tried
it.
to.
It's like
He
Silent
tried
Night
to
now.
murder her. He tried to murder her.
Oh my God,
This
the way I looked at it was they shouldn't have been on that mountain anyway. But you're not entirely wrong because the wind is what blew them over.
They were fine until the wind started blowing, and the wind came from nose wiggle, finger twinkle.
When Tad looks and goes, "The weather's changed. Let's go."
How'd you feel about Ted the whole time?
There was a weird. Okay, so Ralph was supposed to be the weird character, but
He was putting the shoes on him.
Tad brought weird sexual energy to every scene towards Ralph that didn't make sense.
You know what? I thought he was going to end up with Ralph, and I was like, I'm okay with this.
I did too, and in a weird, I don't understand way.
Like when he was putting the shoes on, he's like, "Oh, you're so strong."
Yeah,
Oh, put
the way he was
shoes on
saying
me. All
things,
right.
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, and like Ralph was just doing it. Like Ralph was just being mountain man. We need to survive, and he was just like, oh, like that. Oh, like that came out multiple times of him.
Not only that, but you're so strong.
it was such a weird like. We tossed it in and it didn't need to be there because at the end it had no payoff. But
He ended up with the other guy, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
The guy he had zero really scenes with, or
It had
Any kind of
like
interaction?
no character depth at all. Like we just kind of. But you know, at the end, the whole thing was a solid story. Of, if you just removed her, like it's a solid story for the guy. Like he does all these great things for the city, or the town, and finally the town has a way to pay him back. Yeah.
I think I might know why you're going out of business.
Oh, fair.
Quit
When
fucking doing everything for free.
the lady was like, he's donating to every charity that there is. I'm like, well, I mean, that's where your budget's going.
Oh, we had a whole ceremony here, and you gave us the suite, and you didn't charge us a dime.
Look, he's just trying to be nice.
I wonder why we're out of money. I wonder why your poor ex-wife who passed away, you're gonna have to sell her dad's place because you're just fucking. You know what? It's always the people who are gifted something that just spend like it's nothing.
You know what though? But had his mother-in-law been like, "You're ruining the business," I'd be inclined to agree with you. But I think that she was very on board with the way he handled things.
She's
so
just happy she gets to stay there because he could have easily booed her.
Fair.
I'm looking at these people a whole other way.
It's-
Santa tried to murder them. He's allowing his mother-in-law to live there, right? Because you want me to get over your daughter. Well, first of all, you want me to get over your daughter. It's
Yeah,
a weird
that
feeling
was
to me.
weird.
I get
Yeah.
it, but it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
But also, you're like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't.
No,
I just.
Their relationship was weird to me immediately out the gate. Was like,
I
oh,
would
this is
feel
kind of
weird
awkward.
getting over your daughter after 2 years.
Because, bro, she said, she's like, you know, it's been a long time. And I looked at Katie and said, 2 years? That's not that long.
Yeah.
2 years isn't even that much. a long time.
I
We're
just-
talking 10, 15 years, maybe.
It all feels weird. And like, am I gonna marry Sierra now? Do we
Yeah,
still
and she
call
was
her
really
that?
pushing that.
Do we call her Sarah now? I don't know what to call it.
When the little kid was like, "Sir, where are you going?" The grandma looked down and was like, "Her name's Sierra. She's going home. It's fucking over. Whatever. Bye."
It was adorable though.
The kid was cute.
She was nice.
I wasn't mad at any of the characters. The
usually hate
storyline
the
is
kids.
what? Yeah, that's fair. I'm growing soft. I don't like the characters weren't terrible. It was nice that her father wasn't necessarily a douche. Like I understand he was rich.
Yeah,
like,
I felt like he was the most sensible, understanding character.
he
And
was
she's like, he'll never understand.
right.
Like,
He was like, yeah, no big deal. Yeah, he was super cool. Like I appreciated that, and I appreciated that Tad ended up being the villain in it instead of her.
I do have to say, I don't even feel like that was the villain, but I hear you. The real villain was Santa. I feel like it was. I'm on board with you for the dad because he seemed great, right? Except for, I was told your mother that I'd take care of you. I'm like, it's your fucking kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're still on the hook for that. You don't get to get out of it because the mom's gone.
My favorite was she was like,
It's just a weird sentence, I think is what it is for me.
no, agreed. When she was leaving him, she said, like at the very end, she was like wanting to leave dad and like not take the job. She said, "I want to do things on my own," and she started walking away. And all I could think was, with what money? Where you're about to go?
Fucking
Old Jake boy,
old boy's money.
old Jakey.
He's got something now. His business is booming.
His business is
I'm gonna have
booming.
Tad posted on social media, and then boom, we're gonna blow up.
So
I got a kid. I got a kid now.
the problem with all these,
I make eggs. Dad,
in the
okay?
most aggressive manner. Here's what I was gonna say. I've never in my life, I could hand eggs to my kid and be like, "Hey, let's go. We need to crack these." And there's no way in a million years that's what she's doing. Like that's not natural reaction to just fucking full fist punch it into a pan.
I especially like that we doubled down on the dead mothers. Not only is the little girl's mom dead, but Lindsay Lohan's mom is also dead.
Yeah,
That's a nice, subtle
that's how
touch.
they bond, man. They both don't know their moms. But then one
Yes.
time she touched a snow globe and was like, "I remember my mom," and looked at the little girl and was like, "Must be nice."
I also enjoyed was like, I know you have amnesia and stuff, but do you want to make beds and sweep maybe and do laundry?
when he started
I'm
talking
gonna need
shit
this free labor.
when he started talking shit about her and she got all upset and was like, and he's like, "What did you do to this washing machine?" I'm like, "Bitch, that's what you get for fucking making an amnesia patient fucking do your labor for free."
Well, and also I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how amnesia works fully. But like,
can't be like this movie.
they were at the Christmas, they were at the Christmas tree, and she started singing the song. And I look at Jennifer, I go, "Do you remember the song, the words? If you have amnesia, or like,
Yeah, there were
did
multiple
that
things.
just
I
come
was like,
back
"How?"
to you, or
I'm like, "How? Do we
we
forget
came back
everything?"
from amnesia like it was nothing? Like,
I hated
yeah,
that
you're-
so much. That was
I know you,
Toto.
Toto.
That was the one scene that was really like aggravating to me. Like the rest of it was like there was some annoyances, like, "Oh, that's dumb," or, "Oh, that doesn't make sense." This
Sierra,
one upset me.
I know that name,
The-
Sierra. Yeah, that's my name.
And
Thank
what did-
God nobody was drinking Sierra Mist 2 days ago. Otherwise, you'd have known who you were a long time ago.
the
Nobody drinks that. It's only Pepsi.
the dad
We're safe.
the dad, his aggression towards her for not knowing who he was immediately was what was annoying more than anything to me. Did the sheriff not on the way be like, "Hey, she suffered amnesia. She doesn't really understand who she is right
I
now"?
don't think so. Nobody seemed alert. Also, the sheriff seemed like okay at his job. Not
He
bad.
was, but he was in the room. He knew it happened. He was the one that vouched for Jake. And then the only other comment I have on this whole movie Because like I said, it's actually one of the better fucking Hallmark movies I've seen. How dare you have a fucking Netflix plug inside a Netflix
my
movie,
God,
you
you
sons of
fucking
bitch.
want
I heard the
Netflix
boom,
decided to
boom,
fucking
and I'm like, you
Rub
motherfuckers.
himself out real quick.
Yeah. A Christmas Castle. Fuck you.
I
You
wrote
trying
that
to
down,
advertise
too.
another fucking Netflix movie inside a Netflix movie? You sons of bitches. It's not enough that it doesn't shove it down my fucking throat every time I turn
I-
on a Netflix.
I wrote Netflix on Netflix. What the fuck?
Fucking asshole.
In that universe, Netflix exists. And I wonder if this movie's on there. Maybe she could remember everything.
She could have watched it and then would have been.
She could have fast-forwarded and saw how to solve all the problems, which is just ask for money. Everything will work out if you just ask for money.
That's the best, yeah. How do we solve the problem of needing money? I don't know, man. Like, maybe just
Ask for money and have someone famous talk about you on TV.
Fair.
Wink, wink.
Oh, nope. I had one other thing. I acknowledge and accept. I'm willing to accept that nobody knew this recognizable person. Like, if we were to see Paris, like that, you're right. She's supposed to be like the Paris Hilton of the world in 2022. If anybody had seen Paris Hilton, 99% of the people know who the fuck she is. I'm willing to accept that they're in a small little podunk town, so nobody understood who she was, except for the couple that is there on vacation on the sleigh ride. Those motherfuckers knew who she was, and they did not give a fuck.
Let me ask you this question. Did Sierra in this universe all make a 16?
Definitely.
Because that might help the popularity of
1000%.
who she was. Like Paris Hilton.
1000%.
Oh, man. What a movie. That I watched.
Oh, man. You know you liked it a little bit.
Did you like Lindsay Lohan sing the song?
Don't
You like how she sang the song? Remember the song she sang?
Why am I blanking on what song she sang?
She sang Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, when she was told it was pitchy?
Well, Michael, she sang it in Mean Girls, remember?
Oh, I didn't even make the connection.
Full circle,
I didn't even
baby.
make the connection. Oh,
I
well.
looked it up. I trivia.
Katie didn't
But
really
I-
make the connection, I don't think, and she
Throw it
loves
in her
Mean
face.
Girls.
Throw it in her face.
That's so funny. You have anything else about this movie, Cleve? How did it make you? Are you ready for the holidays now?
I'm not going skiing because I'm afraid Santa might try to take me away from my family and friends.
Santa, the fucking the white snow assassin. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Falling for Christmas, coming to your house this year at Netflix, where Santa tries to murder a rich girl. But yeah, no, let us know what you guys thought. If you saw the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, let us know why you didn't watch it, because it's a fucking gem. You guys can write down to us in the comments below. All month we'll be watching Christmas movies. If there's a Christmas movie you really want us to watch, drop it down there, and maybe we'll watch it. If you guys want to reach out to our social medias, they're on Friendship. They're all Friendship Supreme, except for Twitter. Friendship Supreme without any eyes, because all eyes should be on the YouTube channel or our Twitch channel, where we're streaming 5 days a week and we're posting 2 episodes a week. Hopefully you guys have an amazing night and an amazing holiday season. I've been Michael.